least favorite thing in the world, Star Wars.
Star Wars. Oh, I was gonna say Power Rangers, but whatever.
Really? You dislike Power Rangers more than you like?
Oh yeah, I can watch Star Wars, man. I love Star Wars. You know what? And I thought Power Rangers was not that bad of a movie. The last one that came out,
Power Rangers.
I enjoyed it too. I really thought it was a decent show and everything. So I was hoping for another one, but I don't know if we're gonna get one or anything.
Probably.
I forgot the main guy plays in Stranger Things. I didn't know that. The Red Ranger. Red Ranger. All right. Well, we are live. We're just sitting here and chit chatting and everything. Hey there, everybody. Thank you for stopping by this little live thing. It's not going to be very long. I want to get on and talk a little bit. I was trying to get somebody that actually went to NYCC, but he was not able to get on. So, Chuck, thank you very much. Golly. But anyway, he's a good dude. I can't wait to see him at TFCon. I think he's going to TFCon.
He's going.
Is he? Okay, good.
Yeah.
I like seeing that guy, man. He's a good dude. Anyways, he was supposed to be on, and I got these two other fellas. Why not? So y'all know these guys already, man. You got H Zero. How you doing, fella?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. It's start of the week. It started off pretty good.
It is. He just got back from getting a haircut and his back shaved, so
waxed.
Waxed.
Ooh, waxed.
That's some good stuff. And I got a special guest, man. The internet. Sensation, the reviewer with the mostest and the hostess and something, whatever, man. I got T-Man 978, man. How you doing, fella?
I am spectacular.
Very nice.
How are you?
So if y'all don't know, these guys are on a podcast called Figure Action. They have shirts. I haven't bought one yet. I told Zero I would. I'm going to get one. But go out there and look on Teespring and look for Figure Action T-shirts, man. Go out there.
The nice thing is, our shirts are cheap.
Yeah, they are cheap, so they probably will fall apart in about a year. So whatever, it's fine. It's fine.
Less than a year.
But I want to say thank y'all to everybody came in. Wild Bill, thank you so much. Eric, man, you're always here, man. I love you, dude, like a step cousin, man. Can't wait to meet you at TFCon. You got Larkin, Crimson, some other people. So very nice. Only 3 people watching, but that's fine. They got other stuff to do. It's all right. So New York Comic Con 2019 has come and gone. What was y'all's first impressions of the Transformers side?
Ooh, man, they certainly hit us pretty hard with all those reveals. I mean, we got Earthrise, got Cyberverse Generations,
deluxe scale, I think,
with the McAdams Build-A-Figure, and they came in, they showed that Scorponok's going to be the next Titan class figure. I think that they had a really good show. I mean, definitely. I mean, I know not everybody's excited about Earthrise, but I am. I think for a lot of people, and you all can tell me what you guys think. It's that they're doing another Optimus Prime with a trailer, and it's people are like, well, this is what we should have got in the first place. But
Well, what I say to that is, and Mr. Justin T2X6 asked me this question, like, are you getting sick of the Optimus Prime stuff? And I'm like, what I like to see, different characters, and they do bring out different characters in their lines, but you know what? Star Wars does it. Marvel does it. DC does it. Every line does it because they're bread and butter. Yeah. That's Optimus Prime and Bumblebee is their bread and butter.
Here's a good question for you. It's like with Star Wars, would you be happy if you were a kid? And when I was a kid, Power Master Optimus Prime was my Optimus Prime. I never had until G2 hit. I didn't have a proper G1 Prime, and even G2 Prime wasn't a proper G1 Prime. But the fact that the characters are readily available, like you can always get a Starscream, you can always get an Optimus Prime, you can always get a Bumblebee and a Megatron, and now Shockwave seems like he's a staple character. No, you don't have to buy Earthrise Prime if you like Siege Prime.
Yeah, you have options. There's always, and that's what I love about Transformers. There's always options and everything, and that's what makes it fun and everything. So, T-Man, what do you think? Me and you were talking a little bit, and I was kind of, I wasn't underwhelmed, but I wasn't too excited. I thought they would show some more. I really thought we'd see Scorponok and everything, but let me hear what did you think overall of Earthrise and all that stuff?
Yeah, I'm on your level. I'm greedy. I thought they were going to show like some more stuff the next day, but then I had to realize like they're still not finished with Siege technically.
Yeah. They mix Siege in there.
Yeah, they still got till, I don't think these Earthrise are hitting until March of next year. So they still got almost a good, not a year, but good 6 or 7 months left to Siege stuff.
I kind of feel like they played their cards too early, especially they should have held Starscream back to me, because now I'm contemplating not collecting Skywarp anymore from Siege, because I always wanted the Earth Seekers in Voyager class size.
Okay, gotcha.
And that's what we're about to get. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, and you know what? To look at these, and I love this setup, man. I love how they've done this past couple of years, especially when they did with Siege. I love the battle scenes and everything. So, it's very cool. And Starscream was my favorite, as always. I was kind of underwhelmed with. I mean, let's say take Hoist. He's got a lot of holes in the back and everything. It might be early. These are prototypes probably. That are not totally finished, or look like close to finished, but. To me, they kind of took back on the way they looked. They kind of took a step back to me from what Siege was. Just my opinion.
I think Hoist is like that because I'm willing to bet his legs transform like G1 Wind Charger, where they flip up.
Yeah.
And close over.
Gotcha. Yeah, got you. So they have to do. I mean, it's not a big deal to me. I'm not judging that. I'm getting all these. I'm loving them and everything. But I think I was more excited for Siege. Looking at Siege
those two
last
right
year.
There.
Yeah.
These two look like Masterpiece, or Masterpiece that we already got.
Yeah, I like the Wheeljack. I think he's really nice. Arms are kind of wonky, but it's fine. Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, we don't get a lot of stuff. They're getting better with the articulation and stuff and everything.
I just think it's kind of a shame we had the dip in quality. I'm kind of curious if Chug, and I've asked this question several times before, if Chug never dipped in quality, do you think so many people would have gotten addicted to Masterpiece? Because, I mean, on a shelf, I think those are really good looking options. Especially like Cliff Jumper there and all the optional pieces he comes with. I mean, come on now. They have like the skis integrated into
yeah. That's a big shout out. Yeah. A little nod to, especially the cannon, the big cannon and everything. That's a real cool nod.
I hope he comes with an effects piece. That would be a cool trade-off for having him be a smaller figure.
Okay.
I don't think he is. That would be nice.
Do you don't think he'll come with that yellow this yellow right here? You think he'll come with him?
No, they're just showing you that, hey, we can still use those effects pieces.
They'll come about. You know what? And I've said this several times. They have a gold mine if they just sell those separately. Sell them like a 10-pack, for like $4. Oh man, dude, I would buy the crap. I know there's a third-party one, and I may look into doing that one. But man, if they sold like a 10-pack for like $3, man, I'll be swimming that stuff. I'll put them in a bathtub and take a bath with them because they're awesome. I love that effect piece.
It probably would be $6 for 10.
Especially if someone made the Omega and the Jetfire ones where they're like modular. Those are probably the Jetfire ones are my favorite still.
I love the Omega ones. The smoke effect. I just did a review of them last night, and I love the smoke effect on it. Like it's shard or something like that. It's really nice. But the Cliff Jumper looks pretty good. I was more surprised. I was less, enthused to get this one, but once I saw pics of it and everything, I was like, looks pretty good. I'm not hating on it real bad on everything. What do y'all think of the? So a lot of people were joking with the shield kind of thing, which I think is cool.
I like the fact that they're serious about the base building aspect this time, because like Titans Return did it. Yeah. Titans Return, it's like, okay, you got to get like Blaster and Soundwave, and those are characters you don't want to be bases, right?
Yeah.
And here, okay, now you get shields and they turn into roads, and I think they'll probably do jetpacks and stuff, and I like the fact that we're getting accessories, that we're getting like
Micromaster little things. I love they're doing a nod to that stuff. I think it's cool. The way I'm sure, I don't know that they're going to show the Wheeljack one when he's holding the shield. I think it looks freaking awesome.
It does. It looks really cool, and I like Ironworks a lot. I think Ironworks is really creative, and I think it's taking that Battlemaster concept and taking it to the next level. Because the Battlemasters, they didn't really do much with the Micromasters, and I'm glad that they're not just abandoning the Micromasters.
Yeah, yeah, I am too. I think it's a good little add-on, and they're cheap, little things, and they go well with the, Omega, or Fort Max, or they go really well with all those Titan class things.
You know what? Like I know Countdown and Omega never came with one another, but I was like thinking back, I was like, oh, Countdown was a figure that I carried around with me when I was a kid.
Oh,
and
nice.
you got to think like there's going to be like some kids that are going to pick up these Battle Masters and want a Transformer, and it's like, yeah, well, $10 you get 2 of them. They're just hey, I'm buying these to shut my kid up. And there's some kids that these figures, they're not going to be on a show, they're not going to have any canonical attachment to them, but they're going to be some kid's favorite toy. And I think it's cool that they're making deluxe size figures that complement those.
Right. Yeah.
They're still making these for us too.
Yeah, they are. That's the other thing.
Oh yeah, it's a nod. Yeah, it's
they
definitely
made that grapple, but I have a feeling that they jumped to grapple because of the first episode of G1 where Hauler picked up Hound after he fell.
You think we'll get a Hauler?
We're gonna Generations.
And that
you think a select? Yeah, I think we'll get a select Hauler. Yeah.
And that cliff jumper falls in line with that episode too, with that big giant cannon.
That background kind of does.
I've thought, and I've asked this question also. I thought it was really kind of weird. Well, not really a question, but I thought it was weird that they put Hoist and Grapple out first before Trailbreaker and Inferno, because we always get those first, and then we get the.
Those are the ones we want. they know those are the guys we want, so they're giving us.
Oh yeah, they did that with
Everybody in Titans Returns too.
Yeah, Titan Returns. Yeah, they recolor. Yeah, they did it. Before we got Octane and Blitzwing, we got Megatron and Optimus Prime. Okay. So we all think
that orange dude that became Astro Chain.
Sentinel Prime.
Oh, Sentinel Prime. Yeah. So I think we got all the Voyagers were just before we got the real ones we wanted we got the recolors first. What do y'all think of Wheeljack's card mode?
Love it.
I like the official pictures more than that right there.
Because that's got to be like a hand painted prototype, and it's got the numbering on it.
I think they hand painted Hoist. Hoist was like 5 minutes right before they went down. It's like, all right, we got to paint this up real quick and let's go. It's. I hope we get the H2-350. I hope that's still on there. I want that on there. So.
You ever go back and look at like the old Combiner Wars reveals pictures, and they're like caked in like paint?
Oh, dude! Yeah. And since you mentioned that on Shattercast, when we first revealed them, I thought they were knockoffs. To be honest, I was like, "That's not real. That can't be real." And then it was real, and everybody's laughing at me. I was like, "Oh my gosh, please don't be real." So here's Grapple. Once again, I think Grapple's one of the better reveals, to be honest, out of all of them. And it's weird because he's not really a strong character that I've liked or anything I even cared about. But this one it kills the classics, our Generations one we got a couple years ago. So
to me, it kind of like looks like the old. The vibe I'm getting from Earthrise is it's like the old aesthetic for Masterpiece before they went to the Toon aesthetic.
Oh, okay.
Are you feeling that at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I can see that. I mean, it looks like. It finally looks like people that love Transformers are actually making the Transformers.
Yeah.
So I get that. I love the little, like you said, you can use it as a little ramp or a road or something. I think it's cool. I mean, a lot of people made fun of it and everything, but I think it looks I think it's awesome. The playability, like I've always said, with Siege and this one and whatever we got for the next line, I think of the playability factor. Omega, it's just so much fun. I had a good time just transforming him and just, the base mode. It's not. I wish the tracks were a little longer, but other than that, it's really fun.
You got to buy another one.
I may have to. No, I think they're making tracks. I think there's some third parties making tracks and everything. So here is now. He does have some waffles in his arms, just like I really wish they would get away from that flip out. Yeah, well, the legs, a little bit, but I wish they would get away with that flip out hand thing. I wish they could make
just put them on ball joints. If they put them on ball joints, they could flip out, and then they could also rotate.
Or just, do that little plastic piece and have it open.
He wants the panel.
Yeah, I mean, if they did the panel, that'd be even better. But I mean,
I would love that.
If they had them on ball joints, I mean, I asked their buddy Agent H about that once, and I was like, "Why do they do that?" And he said it's unfortunate because it's a signature for some designers to have them flip out like that. I'm like,
get away from that signature, man, for real.
Yeah,
come on.
But the thing is, people like the rip on Hasbro, but it's like they will listen. Like I remember, I talked to Chuck once, and he said he ran into John Warden, and John Warden was under the impression that fans like the stickers, and Chuck was like, "No, we
from
don't."
The Titan Returns? Ooh.
Yeah.
No, those were
so
trash.
Maybe we owe Chuck a little bit for getting rid of those trash stickers.
I always owe Chuck, man. So this grapple looks good. I like the head sculpt and everything. I'm really excited for a grapple.
We have to blame it on the crane because for those waffles.
Blame it on the crane.
Yeah. Oh, rest in peace, whichever one died. So here's Optimus. That trailer looks really cheap, especially the wheels back there in the back. Yeah. I'm not really excited, and I don't. And the
and it's little.
The cab. Well, little, and the cab just looks.
It looks like the same size as the trailer that comes with the Dark of the Moon Optimus. To be honest with you.
Oh, that one. I'm skipping that one. The Studio Series one.
Yeah, you're not missing much.
I didn't think I was. I think you showed me everything. So, I mean, I don't get this Prime. He looks good in bot mode. The alt mode, I don't know.
He's the first Voyager Prime to have a Matrix.
Yeah, but you know what? I have 13 Matrices in a Ziploc bag in my room right now.
Send me some.
And I was gonna say and trailer, but no.
No, there's no trailer for me. I don't know.
RID Prime was Ultra class?
Man, I don't know. I can't. I don't know.
I know he's bigger than Leader class, and it was only like $25 when they came out.
And how much this would be? What, 50? This could be 50.
Yeah, I'm mad because that's a Leader class. That trailer could have been bigger than that.
Yeah, it could have. I mean, it's cool that it's got like the the repair bay and all that. It should have had roller, and roller should have functioned like a little battle master.
Yeah, they should have thrown in roller. That wouldn't have cost very much to pop.
I hope they give us a Micromaster roller or something.
Well, no, we're getting the deluxe roller. That's a retool of Rook. There's pictures of him. Yeah, he's silver.
I thought somebody made that up.
Oh, I thought that was a paint up. That's him?
That's roller.
No.
Yeah, that's.
I think you're lying, man.
There's pictures out there.
I
seen him in the trailer. I've seen him with anything, but I thought that was just a Rook, that they just put a Rook in there. So he's going to be a roller?
I mean, I would think so. There's nothing officially announced, but
I don't know about that. We'll see. I'm calling BS on that on you, but that's all right. You still look good. It's all right.
But I mean, if you look at the picture, he's painted up like IDW roller. Like you can see the back of his head, and you can see the orange and the teal. I mean, I don't. If they just wanted to paint a roller silver and call it a day, I think they would have done that. I don't think that they would have mocked him up to look like IDW roller.
Well, I have Dalton in the chat, and he said no, that's just a Combiner Wars Rook. So, he is right about everything. So just put that out there. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Thank y'all so much. We're just talking a little bit. We're not going to be taking too much of your time, but.
No, Starscream. What I don't like about him,
the Sheller Stiller is here. Alt mode is beautiful.
I don't like that he doesn't have a waist joint.
We don't know that yet.
He doesn't.
Look at that crotch. Unless it's behind the crotch.
I think it is.
I think the alt mode looks.
But it won't look right when you turn the waist. The crotch is still going to be forward.
Oh, let me get to some pictures. But man, that alt mode looks pretty good.
Yeah,
it's just upscale. People are joking. Oh, they're just upscaling their classics. They're doing a Wei Zhang. I'm like, it's their own stuff. They can do whatever they want with it. It's not okay. Baby.
But basically, they're still giving Starscream the silver face. I mean, the back cleans up pretty nice.
Yeah.
Like I don't think a Starscream having like a bright silver face. I was thinking of having like gunmetal with like piercing red eyes.
Yeah, but I mean, Maytoys did that, and it looks really dark.
Yeah, but then they did it with MP44, and it looked really good.
So you think that's a waist swivel right there?
I think it's underneath. I think like what T's saying is like if there is one, I think he has it underneath, like underneath the crotch flap.
Okay, I hope so.
I'm wondering what's accurate, like that chest part in between his boobs. On the official pictures, it sometimes is red. I hope
that's accurate.
I bet a lot of people are going to paint that red. That's kind of distracting. I mean, it's not really distracting, but it's just it doesn't look right.
I don't want it to be red.
Yeah, I'd prefer it to be gray, or if they just made it out of transparent orange.
Oh, that would be cool. I'm gonna paint it purple. I'm gonna start painting my Transformers. Never had painted my Transformers. I'm just gonna start painting on everything. So, hey everybody, Dare, Inutabi, Kato, David, thank y'all for coming.
I hope those on the finalized version. I hope the legs stay together, because when John Warden was messing with it, those legs kept plopping open at the knees.
Well, stuff is gonna plop open anyways. I mean, they still got almost a year to get it right. I think so. Hopefully, I hope it does too. Though, there's Hoist in his alt mode. Looks pretty good. I like it.
I like
they just painted 5 minutes before showtime, but
yeah, the blue. I don't like the blue. I wish they would have just tinted the window black and just painted the side view,
or just the translucent light blue would have been pretty cool too. To me.
I'm shocked that trailer hitch actually works.
Yeah,
that's a cool little thing. There you go. Yeah, I hope that blue is not the final. I don't think that's final. It can't be. But
I hate Snap-on wheels.
Please listen to us, Hasbro. Listen to us.
Oh, they're watching. They are. And there's old Cliffy.
He looks so good.
Yeah, it's got the boat
picture answers a question I had. Does he have waist swivel? Yes.
Oh yeah, he's got a clean waist swivel right there. He got the boat feet, which that's fine. He's got a nice rocker.
Are there any deluxes or Voyagers or leaders, for that matter, in Siege that don't have a waist swivel? Because Starscream would be the first to not have one.
Yes.
If he doesn't.
He is. All of them had the same universal articulation except wrist swivel.
Well, Cliff never has wrist swivel. Looks like he can tilt his big old cannon.
Yeah, some of them have wrist swivel and some don't.
Also, I wish y'all notice Prime has opening and closing hands.
Yeah.
I just wish his hands were blue, man.
I'm just noticing he has a stripe on his arm like MP10.
And he's got yellow eyes, but I really wish he just had blue hands.
Yeah, this is different. That prototype right there has gray hands, but the first pictures I saw had blue hands. You know what? I think that's just the flash in this picture, to be honest.
Nah, they got to be gray. But I mean, his hands, from the shots I've seen, they definitely open and close, which that's a first for a Voyager.
That's the first picture I noticed where he had gray hands, though. The other pictures he had blue.
Man, they did a terrible job painting Hoist. That's cool. So there you see what I was talking about, that thing. So yeah, they probably flip out and transform it and everything. But
do you think those panels fold up for Trailbreaker? Those little arm sides.
Which one? These?
Yeah.
Nah, they're probably.
No, he had them like that too. He had them like G1 too. I mean, G1.
I never saw the back of Optimus when he has the wheel butt.
Oh, he's got butt wheels. Yeah, butt flap. Yeah, he's got the iron.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's not that bad though. I mean, that's kind of like the Studio Ox Prime.
Yeah, I don't care. That's fine.
It's still a little bit better than the backpack that Siege Prime has.
Oh, he's got clean. This Earth Wars one, it's clean. I mean, it's little. I mean, those are there's underneath. There's a little. This little flap right here will go over the tires. Now see,
the only thing the same is his feet.
Now, are these going to get in the way of his waist swivel?
Good question.
Because that's behind right here. I'm sure he can turn enough, but I mean, that might hinder it a little.
I imagine it function the same as the Siege Prime, where he had the backpack, but the backpack, because you see that hinge that's like right there in gray.
Right here.
Yeah, it would be nice if those wheels could hinge up and form the backpack, and you just saw the back of them.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
You know what? This deck still could be transformed wrong because of the event.
Yeah, that's true. Dalton said the gray hands, legs, and trailer done are final. There was a change in the parts mapping on the mold tree. Okay, you know what you're talking about, man. Let's see. This is a little.
Wait, the gray hands are final?
I think so. Are we getting the barrels? Are we getting these barrels? Are these selling us barrels? Or is he coming with barrels? Oh, that'd be so cool if he came with barrels. I do like the Decepticon little military patrol, whatever. I thought they were pretty cool looking. Here's I'm just calling Tread Shot.
Ironworks.
Remember Tread Shot? You remember Tread Shot?
I remember Tread Shot.
Tread Shot was trash. But anyway, Ironworks is good, man. I don't know. So
he looks like Energon Omega.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I can see that, the colors and everything. He looks like a Energon Roadblock.
Yeah.
He was a recolor of Inferno. I bet they could. I bet they could do an Energon Roadblock with him if they did it. But
they might, since they're giving us Cybertron a hot shot.
Yeah, I think they'll be just dipping in their little toes into their lines and everything. So there's Astro Train. A lot of people are
shot in the breast.
Yeah, he got the titty on. Somebody twisted his nipple. A lot of people were upset about his size and everything, which I think Astro Train should be bigger. I mean, he should be like. I think they should have made him Jetfire size or close to one of the next. What scale is that? What scale is Jetfire? Ultra or
Commander class.
I think they should have done Astro Train and Commander because I think he needs to be a big.
Yeah, I agree.
That would have been maybe not as big as
Jetfire, a real leader class. I thought he was going to be old school leader class, like 8 inches or 9.
He's the same size as Prime, I think. I think they did.
He's like Springer size.
He's shorter.
So that's kind of disappointing.
I mean, it keeps him in scale with, I guess, the Sunbow chart.
Yeah, I think they should release the Sunbow chart in a toy version, just to be honest.
But you can see the opening and closing hands on Prime there to get back that one.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
Really great.
Yeah,
please
Is that the first time they've done that?
On a Voyager scale. Yeah. I mean, they're calling them leaders. So they're gonna have a higher parse count, but.
Oh, okay. Hey there, everybody. Sorry, I'm not reading those questions. I apologize if I missed it. I love that shoulder cannon. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what? I hope his head can look up as much as that Perfect Effect Optimus. The Perfect Effect has those hands too.
Me dipping those hands in some blue Rit dye.
Mm-hmm. Got the pew pew going. I think he lifted his head a little bit. I don't think he can. I don't know if it's going to be as far as you want it.
I'm going to sell my MP44.
Of course you are. Why don't you just trade it? Why don't you just trade it for this? Somebody will trade you for it.
Oh yeah.
Legs are pretty cool.
Somebody in my comments
get Sean Diesel to fix the crotch for you. Touch up the paint.
Dan 200TF asked if anybody knows his commander class is going to return to Earthrise. I hope so. I hope they give us
more than likely.
You know what?
I hope it's not a black Jetfire or something.
Skylink. I wish we would get a commander class Skylink.
Now Skylink's a cool one.
Because that chicken, the Combiner Wars one, is not doing it. Yeah. It's a fun little thing to play with, but you know.
I think you're onto something. I think we'll at least probably get a Generation Select, like Decepticon Skyfire or something like that.
Yeah.
Or do you think he's gonna? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say maybe he's gonna be like Generations Jetfire, but then I remember they released 3 Seekers out of him.
Well, somebody did a mock-up of how Jetfire could be retooled into Starsaber. And they weren't really off base.
Wow.
Yeah. Starsaber would be a weird one to introduce for Earthrise, but wherever they go with this next, I could see them doing that.
I bet they do Beast Wars for the next line for the 25th anniversary.
I wish, but I doubt they will.
Well, the next line is going to be all Galvatron and Hot Rod and all them.
Yeah, probably.
At least we'll probably get a better cup than we got with Titan's Return.
I hope they just recolor that Megatron from Siege just to be Galvatron. Why would they do that?
No. Can we get a good official Galvatron for once?
Yeah, that the Generations or Classics one.
Yeah, and then the Titan Return one wasn't terrible, but I mean, his like Titan Master gimmick with the face, it reminded me like when a kid would like cut out a paper plate and make that into a mask.
Got a big old helmet and just a small little head.
Yeah.
So there's the back.
Then they didn't make the Titan Master purple. Like what are you thinking about?
So we got Smokescreen coming. I have them pre-ordered. I got Hot Shot. Thank you, Extra Zero. I got Hot Shot and the other whatever Power Dasher. I got him coming. Hopefully
Crowbar.
Crowbar. I got.
They
them
all
coming.
have like faces like that Wizard of Oz sequel, like the robots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord, that's my wife. She's gonna be mad I didn't answer.
You just hit the.
Get the heck off of there!
So they got cell shading. Jesus Christ! You got hot spot, everything coming. So that's cool. I think that's a good mold for him. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's probably good. I still wish that I think it's kind of a dumb move that they made Blue Streak and Smokescreen Generation Selects, or I guess they made Smokescreen a Walmart exclusive. That's making them a Walmart exclusive is fine, whatever. But they should have made Barricade the Generation Select.
Yeah, I'll give you that. And I guess Team N already got that fella in, so we'll be seeing a review of that tomorrow.
Actual real one.
Oh, okay. I got that one too. I'll be doing comparisons. So we'll talk real quick about the I'm not Cyberverse stuff. So there's Thew. We got a Build-A-Figure coming.
Wait, is it going to just be 4 characters we got to collect, or
I don't know? No idea, man. I don't know. I don't watch the cartoon, so I have no idea who this guy was. So,
well, I just watched his episode again. He's rumored to be one of the original Primes. That's what they were saying in that episode.
Yeah,
and he could see the future, and everybody was scared of him. Like he ran the bar, and he was like, "There's no fighting in there," so and went in there to
Optimist Prime
deadlock because they didn't say. It might be because whatever they showed him transforming, but they only showed his shadow, and he was changed into some big thing, and everybody got scared and calmed down. Then they showed the shadow shrinking. But what is his name? Deadlock, the one that becomes Drift. He went in there to hide out, and Megatron was trying to destroy him in the bar.
I have no idea, man.
I know that Megatron on the show is apparently he actually does stuff. Like he actually when you cross him, he actually it kills characters on the show.
Well, we got only been Starscream.
They killed Optimus. Oh, they killed Starscream?
No, spoilers. He lived, but he beat the shit out of him.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. That's fine. So we got Optimus Prime with the blue booger coming out of his matrix. So
why didn't they put that effects piece? I like that all these come with the effects pieces, and I get that they're doing like the whole Matrix Blast thing, but why didn't they just put that in his gun?
Hey, y'all talk amongst yourself. I got a couple of miles calling me twice. Hold on a second. Yeah. Let me mute this real quick.
Why did you hit?
I'll call her back a little bit. We ain't gonna stay much longer anyway. So there you go. Got that. The Almo looks pretty good.
I'm just curious. They come with Build-A-Figure pieces and effects pieces. I mean, are these gonna? It's kind of hard to tell from where they're at on the table. Well, it's like, are they 25 or are they going to be 20 and just like teeny tiny but good? I mean, if they're teeny tiny and good, I'm okay with that.
I think they're going to be deluxe class price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't. If they sold them for 25, holy crap, I wouldn't get it.
Yeah, because they're selling.
I don't think anybody would.
They're selling this guy for 25, and
yeah, I think that'd be crossing.
I'm getting that Bumblebee and Shockwave, definitely.
I like the Shockwave. I don't like the Ultimo, this weird kind of crab thing, but
I just like that they're returning to making, Generations figures for the main line, and I think that's like one of the things that was a huge disconnect. It's like, apparently Cyberverse is good for what it is, but there's really nothing to attract the older collectors to it.
You know what? I forgot that Cyberverse is the main line.
I think a lot of people did, because it's like you go in and you have like all these simplified one-step changers and gimmicky figures that aren't made well at all. And that's
I just missed them so much. That's horrible.
But like before, I know we're trying to wrap this up, but before we do,
we're good.
My main question is, everybody likes to say, well, I'm getting tired of G1 retreads. I'm getting tired of G1 retreads. But I think them doing Cyberverse in Generations is a very good thing, because really that's how they move forward. That's how they actually create a line that resonates with collectors and kids alike, is having something, that appeals to a general audience that's not just G1 over and over. Personally, I wish that they'd get rid of this whole trilogy concept, Combiner Wars trilogy, War for Cybertron trilogy, and just treat it like Marvel Legends and the Black Series, and just make the toys they want to make. Don't make them with some centralized gimmick, but you want to make a Headmaster, make a Headmaster. You want to make a triple changer, make a triple changer. It doesn't have to fit into something, because there's no fiction for it. I mean, I know they're making a Netflix show, but by the time Siege comes out, Earthrise is going to be on the shelves.
Which that's what I think might have hurt the Combiner Wars and that little. Yeah. But it was also on Machinima too. We've talked about that on Sharecast. Yeah. And I don't think Machinima was a good platform, but I think Netflix is going to be a good platform.
Netflix is a good platform, but they got to have the concurrent.
They should have had this done. Yeah, they should have had Siege already playing while they had the toys going, like they did, in 84, 85, and 86. They had the toys, and stuff. And
The Mandalorian isn't out yet, but it's coming out, and they're getting the toys out, and they'll get like the new Spider-Man and Avengers stuff out right before the movie. They need to be a bit more strategic with how they're going to do the fiction.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Gosh.
Good night, everybody.
Well, that was my mom. That was my mom, so that's fine. Anyway,
I'm just realizing he has Cybertronian text on his inside of his elbow right here on both sides.
Oh, now I have to go look at mine. Yeah. No, did I get sea spray? Yeah, I got sea spray.
I read on TF Wiki that translates to get a hobby.
Or a life. Get a life or something. Everything. Anyway. All right, y'all. Well, we've been on for over almost an hour, so it was fun. I had a great time, man. Thank y'all so much for coming on, man. Mr. Zero, tell everybody where you're at.
So you can find me on the Figure Action Podcast. We're on every Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the Figure Action YouTube page. With this dude right here.
No, it's weird. It's so weird. Always, yeah.
I believe we're going to have TM Reviews on as a guest this Thursday. So if y'all know Tony,
that's a good dude. I'm going to meet him at TFCon too.
Yeah. So, be sure to check out that show. We'll be talking NYCC, some third-party stuff, and just general news and whatever we feel like talking about.
And going off on tangents.
Yeah, Transformers while y'all talk. It's just weird.
And of course, we'll all be at TFCon, so anybody coming out, make sure to come see us. And we actually do have a TFCon exclusive. Get yourself a True Star Screamer trading card.
Oh my god, that's awesome! Yeah, so, your hairline's going away, T-Man. It's all right. It's cool. All right, T-Man. I know everybody can find you, but where can they find you?
Yeah, I'm exclusively on Figure Action. That's where you find me.
That's it. That's all. You ain't gonna pimp out your. Y'all know he's a reviewer. Come on now. If you don't know about now, then everything, but. Dude, I want to say thank you all very much for coming on. I had a great time. I just want to do a quick little inline. I didn't do one. I did the countdown for Unicron and everything. So, but this was fun. Thank y'all so much, everybody, for coming in. I had quite a few people come in. I really appreciate that. Go hit that like button for me, and definitely go check out their podcast. It's fun. It's good times and everything. I've been on a couple times, and I have always a great time and everything. And I'm going to see these guys at TFCon and everything. So. I guess I'll see you on the next live, whatever, something. And as always, be good to yourself. Hail Hasbro, and good night, folks.
Transformers.
Talk about Transformers. No. And now if I end broadcast, it still plays a little bit.